Imagine this, one ordinary afternoon, without warning, the Earth suddenly stops spinning, just for 5 seconds. Sounds short, right? But in those 5 seconds, everything changes. Earth spins at about 1,670 kilometers per hour, 1,038 miles per hour, at the equator. We don't feel it because everything around us moves with it. The air, the oceans, and even our own bodies. But if that spin stops suddenly, even for a few seconds, inertia kicks in. Everything not firmly anchored to bedrock would keep moving at that same speed. Let's break this down. Imagine being in a car moving 100 kilometers per hour and someone slams the brakes. You lurch forward unless you're wearing a seatbelt. Now imagine Earth doing that, but 16 times faster and no seatbelts. Buildings, vehicles, trees, even people would be flung eastward at terrifying speeds. At the equator, the momentum is greatest, so destruction there would be catastrophic. Skyscrapers would collapse, planes would be ripped from the sky, oceans would surge inland as massive tsunamis. Inland areas and poles would experience less chaos, but nowhere would be untouched. Even 5 seconds of stop rotation would hurl the Earth into a chain reaction of disasters. But there's more. It's not just objects on land that keep moving. The atmosphere itself continues to move. A sudden stop would result in super hurricane winds traveling faster than any storm ever recorded. It would literally strip buildings bare and perhaps even tear away topsoil, forests, or entire cities. Let's not forget the oceans. The momentum of trillions of tons of water would generate mega tsunamis, slamming coastlines with unimaginable force. Coastal cities could be erased in moments. And this is just the first few seconds. The chaos doesn't end there. Once Earth resumes its spin, assuming it does, the damage is already irreversible. Cities flattened, entire coastlines redrawn, millions of lives lost. But even worse, the planet itself has changed. The Earth's rotation affects its shape. Right now, because of the centrifugal force, the planet bulges at the equator. It's not a perfect sphere. If Earth stopped rotating permanently, this bulge would slowly flatten, causing massive tectonic shifts, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions across the globe. Weather patterns, which rely on rotation-driven forces like the Coriolis effect, would collapse. Jet streams would vanish, ocean currents would change or stop entirely, and global temperatures would go haywire. Deserts might freeze, the poles might melt. Gravity would also feel different. At the equator, Earth's spin slightly counteracts gravity, making you weigh a tiny bit less than at the poles. Without that spin, gravity would feel stronger, not by much, but enough to affect machinery, engineering, and even our bodies. Satellites, too, would be thrown into disarray. Most are positioned assuming a rotating planet. If Earth suddenly stopped and then resumed spinning, or worse, spun in a different direction, satellite orbits could decay, GPS systems would fail, and communications would collapse. Magnetic fields might fluctuate. Earth's core spins independently from the crust, and a sudden crustal stop could destabilize the magnetic field, our protection from solar radiation. And let's not forget time itself. A day, defined by Earth's rotation, would become meaningless. If Earth stayed stopped, we'd face 6 months of daylight and 6 months of night in each hemisphere, just like on the moon. Even if Earth starts spinning again after 5 seconds, the momentum of destruction lingers. Humanity would face a global emergency, rebuilding infrastructure, relocating cities, rethinking survival itself. Climate would take decades, if not centuries, to stabilize. Agriculture would fail, ecosystems would collapse, entire species might go extinct due to the altered environment. Some parts of the planet could become uninhabitable. Societies would break down under the strain of mass displacement, food shortages, and technological failure. Global economies, reliant on satellite communication and shipping lanes, would crash. In a best-case scenario, if Earth's rotation resumes smoothly and slowly, we might adapt. But history, culture, and civilization as we know it would be changed forever. This thought experiment isn't just science fiction. It's a reminder of how delicately balanced our world is. Something as seemingly simple as rotation underpins everything, from the tides and timekeeping to life itself. So next time you watch the sunrise or feel a breeze on your face, remember, you're on a massive spinning rock hurtling through space, and it's the spin that keeps it all together.